stories unfold. It's laughter, it's lessons, it's love made of gold. Got a question, ask it, we're not shy in here. This is a safe space, honey, come face your fear. Got the mic hot, got the bass line deep, Granny's got the groove you wanna keep. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as bold, it's just what you need. Darling, lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pound. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to hear. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to hear. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to hear. Lean in, we're breaking it down. Truth hits harder than the beat that pounds. This is the spot where the real gets real. Granny's house is the place to hear.
Granny ain't scared, and you better not be either. Welcome to Granny's house. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Granny's house. Episode 36. Episode 36. Know your season. Part two. Yes, we doing part two because we said we're gonna come back tonight, right? And talk about the people in our season. So we talked about Tuesday, the seasons that we go through on our own, right? And we dealt with all the different seasons of life and the different things that come about in our seasons. But tonight, we're going to talk about the people that's in our season. And we're not going to lean too hard on them. All the ones that came and gone, some of your baby days that we had to push away, and some of them you should never call to and talk to at all. We don't get that. But we're going to talk about it and unpack a lot of this tonight. But before we get started, let's do what? Let's go deal with the rules. The rules are always as the same as they like, follow, and share. We do not gatekeep on Granny's house. We do not gatekeep. We like, follow, and share. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, same moniker. They call me Granny. Unless it's on Facebook, it's Welcome to Granny's House and Granny Unfiltered. Welcome to Granny and Granny Unfiltered. Other than that, is they call me Granny. All the monikers are the same. They do not change. The last thing is also to all images are words spoken or written. It's posted to call this show. But anything that you write, you say, all written or spoken words belongs to Granny. And your attendance is your approval. Your attendance is your approval. And I thank you for being here. So as we get ready, we walk in the door. Let's say hi to our TTs who are already here and they know the rules. You don't walk in my house and don't speak, hey cousin, how you doing? You on time. I'm happy you on time. Better late than never. Better late than never. So let's see who rest is. Oh, Khalik is in the house. Khalik should be taking a nap. He should be asleep. It's 8 o'clock. Hey, Granny, baby. Let's get started. Let's get the ride started. So, what is it, guys? We are at episode 36. Know Your Season, part 2. And this one is titled Assigned for a Season. So it's like, no, everybody's not gonna be here all the time. People are not gonna be in your life all the time you like gonna be. Some people are here for a reason, a season, a small little blip in time. We're gonna talk about that tonight. So as we come on in to take your shoes off, we'll get real good tonight. We'll get some water and get ready. Tonight we're talking about seasons again. Not the weather, the life kind, the people kind. The kind where people come into your life, walk with you for a while, and then one day they're just not meant to go any further. Mm. Listen, everybody is not supposed to stay. Some folks were sent to teach you, some were sent to stretch you, and some were sent to show you you will no longer tolerate their madness. You better come on. Let's say hi to our TTs. Welcome to her. Hey, Queen, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. And some, bless God, were only meant for a season, not a lifetime. Outgrowing people doesn't mean you're arrogant. It doesn't mean you think you're better. It means you listen when God said, this soil can't grow with you anymore. There are people you love deeply, but you outgrew. Friendships that fit the old you, but suffocate the new you. Y'all better come on. Relationships you stayed in too long because you didn't want to hurt nobody or the other person or even yourself because you thought you wasn't strong enough to be gone without them while quietly hurting yourself. Tonight, we're going to talk about the differences between who's meant to stay and who's meant to serve a purpose and go. We're going to talk about releasing people with peace instead of guilt. No guilt. Honoring what was without forcing what was no longer is. Growth requires honesty, and elevation requires separation. Sometimes. And you cannot harvest new fruit while holding on to old roots. So, if you're in a season of transition, if things feel unfamiliar, if people are falling away and you don't quite understand why, the girl, come on, baby, you might not be losing anything. You might be becoming, you may be winning. Get ready. So, take a breath. Let's go without bitterness and trust that whoever is meant to stay will have the grace to grow with you. Welcome to Granny's house. Let's talk about seasons, y'all. Let's talk about seasons. Number one on our list tonight, the people in your life for seasons. Everyone is not meant to stay forever. We talked about that. You know that because we know we're not going to live forever. And some people are here just, they're here for a little short periods of time. Not that they just walk away because they're gone. And God bless them, the ones that we had with us. God uses people to teach, support, and prepare you. I can bear witness to that. We're going to get into it too. Letting go doesn't mean they were bad or even that you were bad. It means your season changed. Pain comes when we try to keep people past their purpose. They no longer fit where you're trying to get them. You are trying to put a circle in a square. And that's when you're having the problems. Because everybody can't go where you're going. Everybody is not meant to walk in the shoes that you're walking in, the places that your feet are meant to be planted. And some people we have to leave behind. It's okay. And some people we're gonna grab and try to grab and bring them with us. We're gonna hold on to them real tight. But some folks we're gonna have to say, you know what? And right now, this is where we part. I'm thankful for the time you spent, but right now we're parting. So people within our waiting season, we talked about our season Tuesday. Remember the waiting season, the planting season, the picking season, the harvest season. So people in our waiting season, these people sit with you in silence. These people pray with you, encourage you, and help you stay steady. If you have some people like that in your life, throw some hearts up in the chat. Throw some hearts in the chat if you got some people in your life who stay with you, help you, encourage you, and pray with you. I know I got a lot of people like that around me. I'm so thankful. They don't rush you or pressure you. And when the waiting season ends, some of them may not go forward. and that's okay. Remember we talked about that. Some people are here just for this little bit to help to strengthen you through the time you're going through. Gratitude is required, not attachment. So in this time, you're not looking to hold on to nobody, to tether to anyone. You're thankful for the time that they spent with you, even if the time was painful. Sometimes the best lessons are grew through pain. Y'all better come on. Some of the best things we learned because we had to shed some tears to get to that position. Planting season. These people work with you, build with you, and believe in the vision. Not too many people like that. And then you find somebody like that, you better hold on to them. Some plant seeds with you, but won't eat the harvest with you. Some will go through that hard part with you, but they're not meant to go to the next level with you. What my sis say? She said, and sometimes you don't say goodbye. They just leave. Yes, ma'am. Bless their heart. We thankful for those that do. We get to say goodbye to, right? They help shape discipline and consistency and grit in you. You have somebody that helps you to stay on track. We need those consistency partners, what we call those accountability partners. You got some people that help you with your consistency and your discipline that'll go, girl, don't do that. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Or you'll be in a conversation and you just be get to yakking and yakking, and then that one person that be strong enough to go, let's not say that. Let's not do that today. We done gossiped enough this week. Let's find something else to talk about. And those are those kind of people that you need. This season can expose who's committed versus who's just curious about what you're doing. Some people will help you dig the ground, but won't and don't want to tend the garden. So they'll come around you and they'll do and they'll be touching and be a part of that little season. But they don't want to go to the next level, which may take, which is the hard, which would be another hard part. It's not even meant for them to be there. Mm, not even meant for them to be there. Never forget the ones that saw you at your lowest point. And instead of offering judgment and distance, they extended presence and grace. And those are your people. Those are your people for what we're going into now, which is called the picking season. The picking season. These people celebrate your small wins. If you got some people like that, child, you blessed. These people celebrate your small wins. They clap without jealousy. I strive to be some one of them people. But and if the jealousy creeps up, because we're not saying it's not gonna creep up, we balance it. We deal with it. When the jealousy comes around and we're sitting around and we see somebody winning, and you over there clapping, oh, can't clap with this kind of judgment, right? Oh, she winning, but her shoes is all dirty though. Come on. You can't clap like that. You can't clap with I see her, but why this time? I mean, did she win last time? We ain't gonna be like that, right? We are gonna swoop it around. When that jealousy and that ugly little creep up, when that creeps up, you're gonna do what? You're gonna clap without jealousy and turn into one of those people that deserves to be in the picking season. They don't minimize your progress. And I have to bear witness to this one right here about minimizing progress. The peeve is the word little. It's not that the word little is bad. I just don't like when people describe people or things that people have or do with the word little. Like the main thing, especially with people with business, especially people our tone, and they come in and they have a business, and you'll go, "Ooh, did you see that little business? Or did you see their little business?" You just diminish all that what they were doing with that one little word. That's even little. That word diminished all their hard work. Oh, I saw her little thing. Oh, she was over there with them things doing that little thing. Well, why are you diminishing it? You're being a hater. I'm letting you know. Granny's telling you if you didn't know. We are not going to diminish people in this new dispensation of time. And what? Do not minimize no one else's progress. You'll notice these people in your picking season Who gets quiet when things start working? And I've been around people like that too. I got a fur right here, and the little fur is driving me crazy, so forgive me if you see me rubbing. But you'll notice people who get quiet when you're winning. And you thought that that person was all on your side and people were with you. Then all of a sudden they got quiet. Or they went over somewhere else and started low key hating on you, or saying something to somebody else about you instead of clapping for you. Or actually staying right there with you in that consistency and that level and help winning with you and come reaping the harvest. We done met them kind of people, and we not gonna be them kind of people. We are not gonna be them kind of people. Seasons come and seasons go. Seasons change, but the lessons remain. You can't force a season to last if its time has passed. Happiness is loving every season for different reasons. Embrace the season you're in, and when it's time to let go, embrace your chance to begin again. I like that one. 'Cause it's come for the harvest season. The harvest season. Ain't that's the good time when the stuff is starting to come on. Everything you've been working for is showing out. And you've been moving and grooving, and now you can go buy you a cheetah jogger suit because you can actually fit one now. That's my business. Harvest requires wisdom in relationships. Because as you're winning, you have to have wisdom in how you're balancing what you're getting. Can you balance the blessing that you asked for? Can you balance the people around you that were with you as you were growing coming up in that situation? Everybody who knew you before can and can't handle who you're becoming. So you have a small percentage. We pray for a bigger percentage, but we have a small percentage of those that'll be able to handle who we're becoming. Because maybe they're actually striving to become too. So if they see you on the same level that they're going on, they go, I see her. She's on a new path. I like the path she's on. She's on the path that I'm on. And I'm gonna go over there and go be with her. And let's roll, let's be accountable together and work this together. And as the one that can't deal with who you're becoming, the ones that can't deal with what you're and how you're rising and raising. Okay, next. See you later. Give them the see you later. And it's okay to give people the see you later. You hear me? Some people benefit from the fruit without respecting the process. And you got a lot of people like that. Most of the time, it becomes your children. They benefit from the fruit and didn't even and they don't respect the progress, the process because most of the time they never got to see the process because we think we're hiding some from letting people not see the grind or the dirty parts of things. Letting people not see that I put my shoes on the same way you do. There was a brother that I watched him. His name is Brother Ben, and Brother Ben X shows you his grind from day one. He showed you him driving in his car and breaking down on a curve. He showed you him doing certain little things, him not having no water. He showed you all these things as he got up. And when he rose up, and all those that were around him, because they understood and they saw the process, they were happy to pick. He was happy to share the fruit with them because you saw the process. Plus, we respected him in his harvest because of how we saw the process and all what it took to get to the process. Respect the process. Boundaries in harvest. Boundaries are necessary to protect you from what you worked for. Mhm. So now you've worked all hard. You quit a lot of stuff. You ain't partying no more. You're doing everything you want to do because you have now locked in. But you didn't set any boundaries. You didn't set any boundaries, and in not setting boundaries, you end up what? You end up having to sometimes start all over again. You end up sabotaging the season. We talked about that. You sabotage the season. And I'm learning now as I was talking to myself this morning. I'm in a point in a position to where I'm sabotaging, but I don't want to sabotage. And I'm removing the fear even more to where as I'm on the brink of sabotaging, I'm able to see it. And in the seeing it, the blessing was being able to talk to myself. Yes, I talked to myself. And I said, hold up, you're sabotaging the season. You're in a good season right now. Don't sabotage it because of fear. Don't sabotage it because you're too scared to walk into this season. And you got a lot of people that's ready to walk into it to hold your hand with you. So don't destroy it as those are watching you, waiting for you to come up. Because everybody's not rooting for you. You got a lot that are rooting for you, girlfriend. Talking to myself. Y'all my therapy, don't forget. Not everyone gets access to the harvest. Some folks only get to see the dirt. So if you didn't help and you wasn't part of that hard part, why do you feel you deserve some of that harvest? I'm not saying that we're not going to share because we have a gentle spirit. We have a loving heart. But it's a story my mom used to always tell us about Telly Savalas. And she said, Telly Savalas worked all his life. And as that man died and his son spent all his money in 30 days. Why she would tell us a story all the time because she was letting us know I'm going to enjoy some of mine. You hear me? But he spent all that man's money in 30 days. Why? Because he did not understand the process. Because he wasn't there because he was his child. But he also shielded him from seeing a lot of the hardness and what it took to get there. So he didn't respect the process. So he just fiddled through all the man's money. Y'all better come on. We got some of those in our possession that we made too, huh? Watch our granny.
Everybody who walked with you wasn't meant to stay forever. Some people were assigned to your planting season to water you, stretch you, and help you grow. And when the season changes, it don't mean it failed. It means it worked. It means that
Granny said, and when the season failed, it don't mean you failed. It means it worked. It just means it worked. My TT said, that's right. I'll walk in the season with you, girl. You better hold my hand. I need you. We're going to walk in it together. Releasing people without guilt. And that's me. I have a whole ton of people in my life years ago that I was like, I should have been left some of them folk back there on day one. But you feel guilty because you know people. And sometimes my problem is I learn people deeply. And I know that I can sense the goodness in their heart. I know it's a little bit in there if I mind it real deep, like with my own self sometimes. So it's hard for me to just push people away. But we're going to release people without guilt. Releasing without resentment. Trusting God with the transition. Trust Him with the transition of releasing some of these people. Mm. You think about that one. You can love people and still move forward without them. My sister, she gonna move forward with me. But you can love people and still move forward without them. We've done that many times. Growth requires discernment, not bitterness. So when you're growing, you now have to have a better judgment. You have to now see things in a different way. You should have a better, more boundaries for your conversation should be different. You should see things different. Your language should change. Your priorities should change. Your circles in some levels change, and some people will just dissipate on their own. Even your tolerance for a lot of stuff changes. But you have to have the judgment, the discernment, and also don't be bitter for a lot of the ones that have to be left behind. And if you tried, 'cause that's me, I'm the queen of try. If you tried to bring them up and it just it wasn't their level to come with you, then it's okay to say goodbye. We try. We try, right? Because letting go sometimes is obedience. It's obedient to say, we can't go any further together. I must leave you here. Or thank you for the time we went with this song. I'm so glad we had this time together. That's the time we did with some people. We're glad we had that time together, but it's time to go. You're also a seasonal person in someone else's life. We forget about that part too. You are also a seasonal person in somebody else's life. You don't meet people by accident. There's always a reason, a lesson, or a blessing. So now look around you. And in your journal tonight, let's write some blessings, some people names, some names of the blessings that have been around us. You should have a journal. So let's write down some of the people who are blessings in our life. And some of them they may be gone, but write their name down still. Give them the love that they deserve. Thank you, TT. Write their name down in there in your journal. That's our homework for tonight. You are also a seasonal person in someone else's life. You may not be meant to stay forever either, which we know we can't stay forever because we don't live forever. But you may not be meant to stay with certain people as long as you desire to be there. Your role could be to encourage, to teach, or prepare someone. Sound like a parent job on some levels too. In some levels, as your mother, I'm not meant to hold your hand forever. I'm gonna always be there. I'm gonna lace up my shoes when you cut when somebody's messing with you. You know, I lace my boots up real fast. You hear me? But if you out here acting a fool, and I've taught you, encouraged you, and prepared you, but you still desire to do what you want to do, I had to let you know. I'll tell mine in a minute. I do not put my cape on for foolishness. I don't. But if I have done this for you and I've encouraged you and I've taught you and prepared you and I've showed you how to do these things, then we shouldn't have to worry about me putting my cape on for no foolishness, right? We always gonna be talking my cape on because we're doing something to make good sense. But other than that, in your life, you may have someone you may have to encourage. Or they only been there just for you to do that. It may have been a little small blip in time where you met somebody and you have like oh my God, I met a lady in a grocery store. And a lady walked up on us and she said, I can't tell the people in my family these things. She just started talking to me. And we was all me and the maintainer was there. She started talking. She said, in my family, I can't tell them these things. And I wish I could tell them these things. She said, but a lot of them, they just run and tell you the business and talk too much. But at that point in time, that 15 minutes we stood together, yes, it was about 15 minutes that lady talked to me. We encouraged her and we talked together. And we taught, she taught me some things, and I hope I taught her some things too. But we also prepared ourselves for, as grandparents, for things that come across with our grandchildren, our grown children, and our own aging selves. A good conversation I had in the grocery store. I should have walked around with her and got some of my steps in, huh? Leaving doesn't cancel the impact you made. And this may be with some of your baby daddies. What kind of impact did you make? Or if you left, why did you leave? What impact was being made on you that made you left? It didn't cancel if you were good, or even if that person was bad to you, the impact they made on you shouldn't cancel you. But you had to cancel them, but it shouldn't have canceled you. And hopefully you grew from that and you learned something as you had to leave him or her, right? Leaving doesn't cancel the impact you made. And hopefully in certain people that had to leave you, you made a good impact on them. I know my mission now in my life, I always say, I want to leave an impact to where when I am gone, people can say she made a difference. Being around her was encouraging. I enjoyed the time I spent with her, or the conversations, or the atmosphere, or the jokes, or whatever she did. It was, I enjoyed that time with her. And hopefully y'all singing my funeral right. And if y'all see anybody sitting next to my baby daddy, her name is Cinnamon, somebody scream or go pull her hair. Get a little wig, pull it off. You got my permission. Seasons change, people change, and God remains constant. Seasons change, people change, but God remains constant. We're at the halfway mark. I appreciate you guys. It goes fast, doesn't it? I appreciate your time that you spent with me. If this is you're just now tuning in, welcome to Granny's house. Well, we are talking about tonight on episode 36 is Know Your Seasons, part 2. Part 2 is discussing the people, the seasons of the people in our life, right? Then so we're gonna see what our little granny says as I get me a little water. She dealt with the devil for those seasons.
Now see, I've been patient. But your season? Yeah, baby, it's about to expire.
Well, wait, hold on. Maybe just a little more time. I was just...
And since you was assigned for a season, next.
Granny said, "You are assigned for a season. Be gone, baby demon." But she let him know your season about to expire. You hear me? You haven't been here long enough for what you've been doing. Honor the seasons you are in and exit with grace. So if somebody's in with you and you have to exit that season, exit the season with grace. I know I have a lot of apologizing I got to do to exit some of them seasons, but sometimes we have to go back and go, you know what? I have left this season unfinished. Everything doesn't deserve a conversation, but some things deserve a conversation to go, I have left this unfinished as we're healing. And then you can leave with grace and dignity. I'm striving. I'm striving. Seasons change, people change, God stays constant, right? God stays constant. Trust God with your relationships like you trust Him with your life. Mm. Do you talk about to Him with your relationships? Do you ask Him to heal your relationships with other people? Not just a man or woman, even relationships with your friends, your family members, your children. I know I'm down there so long praying. I'm quite sure he has a little line. He see me coming, they put me on hold. Let her go into the waiting room. But trust God with your relationships like you do your life. And talk to him about the people you want to see. Talk to him about things you want to see change. And the ones who had to leave and depart with you, send them a prayer if you have to. And the ones who needed a prayer, sometimes some people gotta say, God bless you and push on. Bless their heart. If you gotta tell them to carry the bricks, they aren't the ones to build with. Mm. If I have to tell you what to do, as we've been doing it, or gotta keep nagging at you, then you're not the one in this. It's time for you to depart. I keep to the demon, it's time for you to get up out of here. This not the season for you with me. I have no problem with that in this dispensation of life. I bless what was, I release what's over, and trust God with what's next. That's what I'm doing in my season. I hope you're doing that in yours. Know the difference between those who stay and feed the soil and those who come to grab the fruit. Mm. The difference between those who feed the soil and those just grabbing the fruit. We talked about the Telesavalis' son, right? He just came to grab the fruit. He didn't care about the soil or what his dad had to do to get to where he was. Just give me the fruits of the labor. The grief of letting people go. Growth hurts sometimes. Yes, it does. Growth does hurt. I'm not saying growth is hurt because growth is painful on the level of, oh, I'm just dying inside. No, because you have a grief with certain people that you did not want to leave behind. Remember I told the story Tuesday about how all me and my best friends when we was in school, in elementary school, we're gonna be together forever. We're gonna have our children and our families, and we're gonna have barbecues. And junior high school came, and they were gone. And then high school came, and the rest of them all completely dissipated. They were gone forever. And I haven't seen these people. I think I saw one or two of them as life passed along. I'm in my early 30s. So we gave a hey, how you doing? But the pain that I had to go through at that time of them was leaving. It hurt. But we were growing. And as we grew, we had to separate to go to our own paths in life. You can miss someone and still know you can't go back. You can miss someone and still know you can't go back. There are some people that you are not meant to go back to. Miss them and keep it pushing. And I'm not gonna go into that one too long. Say what you got to say and leave. You gonna have some people you got to have that strong. Put your foot down with them. You gonna hurt. Oh, you gonna miss it. Oh, I wish maybe I should go call them back. I should no. This is where we part. Don't have me go there. Closure doesn't always come from a conversation. Sometimes it comes from clarity. Mom used to always say, what happens in the dark comes to light. Sometimes it comes from clarity. Sometimes you'll receive ta-da, and you have to say a word to that person because it'll come to you, you'll see it. And you go, this is where we part. I don't gotta say a word. This is where we part. Queen Mother's into the building. She said spiritual growth is a wake-up call. And with that, our circle does get smaller. Ooh, you better teach that. My sis said growth is wisdom. Welcome, TT. How you doing? Welcome. Growth is wisdom. You better say that because we're going to talk about growth. Yes, we are. Notice the people who make an effort to stay in your life. Notice those people. Notice the ones who fight hard to deal with you, even though they may be going through their own drama. And sometimes it's a simple little thing. Is I always tell people it's the thought that counts. I had somebody text me the other day. She says, "Oh, I'm sorry I didn't get to talk to you. I should have said something. I had you on mind. I had to walk past. I was leaving real fast." And I texted her back and I said, "Thank you." And I said, "Thank you for just the thought that you thought of me." Because that meant a lot to me that in your whole busy day, that little thought of me popped up. And you took the time to go and see how I was doing and to apologize to me and to also ask me for something. But I thank you for the thought. You hear me? It's the thought that counts. Growth. Growth requires new circles. It requires new levels, new conversations, new support. Growth requires new perspectives. So you can't have the same old, what you say, you can't put the new wine in the old wine skin. So if you're growing and are you growing and you're saying you still having the same conversations? Or you're growing and you're still walking past such and so and so. Are you growing if you have no new understanding or idea or thoughts of things? When I was putting this together, something came to my mind. I said, a lot of us have been in places for a long time in our life. Some of us have been in churches, synagogues, mosques, temples, wherever you go, whatever you do, that's between you and your God. But a lot of us have been in places for a long time, sometimes even 20 and 30 years. And you have some people that you have been around in these 20 and 30 years, and you are walking past these people as if they do not exist. Now, I'm not saying some people don't deserve you to give them up, but I'm saying you have some people who, after 30 years, we have not solved our differences. Are we growing? You have 20, these people now after 30 years have become almost connected to you like family members, some older than your children. You have certain people that you can't even speak to after 30 years in these places that you've been around. I mean, you can't even give them a proper greeting. Hey, how you doing? Happy Sunday. So question yourself if you're one of those people, because I'm questioning mine. God often removes people before he elevates you, not as punishment, but his protection. So when we say, Queen Mother says spiritual growth is a wake-up call, but we also said that God will remove people, not as punishment, but as a protection for you, because maybe that person was causing you to do some things you shouldn't have done. I've been around some people like that. I probably have been that person to some people. I was a whippersnapper. I have my moments still too. I have my moments. Sometimes the people you wanted as a part of your story are only meant to be a chapter. Sometimes the people who you desire to keep them and have them around you are only meant to only be here for a small chapter. And it's okay, because in a chapter in the book, we read the next chapter. We go to the next chapter. Why? Because the story keeps getting more interesting. And if they were a part in that chapter, that reason for that part of the season, then be thankful for that part of the chapter that they're in. And don't go keep revisiting that chapter if it's painful. Oh, I'm gonna get this and I had that. And let that chapter go and get to the next one and see who is now going to come and be in your chapter. Amen, Queen. Amen. The ones who are meant to stay. And that's where we're going to leave it at as we start ending out. The ones who are meant to stay. Some people talk to you in their free time And some people free their time to talk to you. Make sure you know the difference. Now I know because we went to public school and read it again, and because I really like this, and I'm writing this one in my journal, and I have to ask myself, what kind of person am I in this part? Some people talk to you in their free time, and some people free time to talk to you. Make sure you know the difference. Because a lot of people take their time and they'll call and they'll deal and you just give all your good time up and be giving all your time and all your energy and all your emotion. But that same minute that you need that person to you need to pull and suck a little bit of their battery off of them and get a little bit of jump start from them. They're not there for you. But your trash can is overflowing with their drama. But where are they when you need them? So ask yourself, when are they making time for me the same way I'm making time for them?
I'm all for knowing your seasons, but I am ready for this hot flash season to pass. Ain't nobody got time to be hot, cold, hot again in the same minute. Lord, promote me to the next season, amen, and turn the air on.
Granny said, promote me to the next season, Lord. You're tired of the hot flash season. I'm tired of the hot flash season too. When is this over? Somebody had the nerve to tell me it don't go away. I said, you know what? Look, God, if you're trying to show me where I'm going, so you're preparing by letting me see these little sparks of heat, I'm gonna change. Welcome to Granny's house. I'm gonna change. I do not want to be in that season too much longer. It is not a safe space to be in. It's not even cool. It's hot. It's the ones who are meant to stay. The ones who are meant to stay don't compete with you. They don't compete with your growth. They adjust with it. The ones who are meant to stay, they don't need the old version of you to feel secure. They don't need the old unhealed version of you to make themselves feel better. Ooh, you better start questioning which one are you. So as we listen to these, let's ask our own self, which one am I in this? Am I meant to stay or am I one of the ones that need to go? The ones who are meant to stay correct you in private. They celebrate you in public and pray for you when you're not even in the room. Are you one of those people? I know I got a lot of people like that for me. Are you one of those people? The ones who are meant to stay, they are consistent through your becoming and not just your broken seasons. The ones who are meant to stay. I have a lot of respect for genuine people. They may not be perfect, but at least they're not pretending to be. Mhm. Those are some of the ones that are meant to stay. They're not perfect, but at least they're not pretending to be perfect, right? The ones that are meant to stay, they respect your boundaries without making you feel guilty for having them. And I've been around a lot of people like that. I'm no longer now feeling I have to explain my boundaries more than once. If I have told you it's something I don't like, if I have explained to you it's something I'm not going to do, and you feel that I have to explain it constantly to you, then I feel that now you're becoming disrespectful. And that is one of my boundaries that I will remove you and remove access. Remove access to some people in 2026. Save yourself. The ones who are supposed to stay. When you are evolving, they don't say, "Ooh, you changed." They don't use that insult because that's what that is. They say, "Girl, I see you." That's me. "Ooh, I see you. What you doing? Oh, I see you over there. You over there glowing. I see you over there growing." Because I had somebody tell me, "Oh, you changed. Why? For the better?" Because you like that unhealed version of me. You like the one that you had something to talk about. Yes. You like that version of me that was over there ready to turn the tables over. You enjoyed that version of me that was that at any moment I was ready to set it off. Now don't get me wrong, she still lives here, right? Because my grandbaby was bullied the other day. Yes, we're gonna talk about that. Somebody bullied my grandbaby. And when I say I was ready to strap my boots up and go handle some little kids, I had to remind myself they're children. But I also had to come and remind myself, okay, that unhealed version of you, she's still a little bit live. So rein her in a little bit. Rein her in. Rein her in. Some people through our lives, some people pass through our lives for a season to teach us lessons that could never be learned if they stayed. Ooh. But some people have to go. What is it? Some people pass through our lives for a season to teach us lessons that could never be learned if they stayed. So if they stayed amongst us, what we supposed to see or have learned, we won't even get. Let's see our granny.
Now see, I've been patient. But your season? Yeah, baby, it's about to expire.
Wait, hold on. Maybe just a little more time. I was just...
And since you was assigned for a season, next.
I had to play that one again because a lot of people need to be told that next, right? They're assigned for that little bit of that season, but we keep holding on to them too long. And I wanted to play that again to remind us when you see that little devil creep up in certain people, let them know that this ain't their season. And this not the season that you're going to take them in with you. So we don't know how long that this season that we're in right now, this may be our waiting season. If you don't have the patience to be waiting with me, then I need you gone. And this may be my planting season. And if you don't have your hands in that dirt with me, and you don't desire to come and help me, then I need you gone. And if this is my picking season, why you think you're gonna come kiss my fruit and you ain't help me do nothing of it? But I'm gonna share because that's me. And it's just time to harvest. And you coming with your hands out, looking like cups, and you didn't put no effort in. Tell some of them folk be gone. It's okay. We know you're gonna share because I'm gonna share. But certain people, like we had to do that little devil, we gotta show them it's time for you to be gone. Poof. You can't come in this season with me if you don't have good intentions. If you're not clapping for me, praying for me, or helping to guide, motivate, or even keep me consistent in my outside of my shenanigans. I don't need you in this dispensation in this time with me. And that's okay to tell people that. Before we leave, we have to go and see what our Queen Mother said. Our Queen Mother today, her segment tonight is from Corinthians 15 and 33. 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. Queen Mother said, don't be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. Y'all better go write that one down. Don't be misled. Bad company corrupts good character. 1 Corinthians 15 and 33. 15 and 33. As we close tonight, I want you to take your breath, breathe, and relax. And realize, I know we had to throw away some people, and it's okay. But in that tossing, we didn't toss them away for no good reason. Because we're happy for the season that they were amongst us. We're happy for the season of the lessons that we learned with them in our presence. So remember tonight, you're not behind, you're not late, you're not missing. You're meant to be where you are. And anything that is meant for you is going to come to you. You are exactly where this season requires you to be. You are. You're right where this season requires you to be. I love this chapter of mine too. Every season in your life came to teach you something, not to punish you, not to rush you, and not to break you. Some seasons stretch you, some seasons strip you. Some seasons sit you down so you can finally listen. The season I'm in sat me down really hard. But I did it myself. I sabotaged. We talked about how you can pull yourself up out of a season too early and you'll sabotage the whole season. Yes, I did that. And I had to sit down in the sabotaging of my season and come back and rebuild and regrow. And hopefully I can clean up some of the sabotage that I did in my own season. But I'm listening in this season. I'm finally listening. We're praying. And instead of fighting where you are, I want you to start partnering with it. If this is a season of healing, heal fully. If this is a season of learning, stay teachable. If this is the season of harvest, receive without guilt. Receive without guilt. Give me a second, y'all, because I am sitting here and my glasses that got foggy and I really can't even see. Celebrate what remained and don't just mourn what you lost. Because we say, let me go back because I'm foggy. We've talked about letting go. We've talked about outgrowing people, and we've talked about seasons ending. But we also have to talk about the blessing of the ones who stayed, the ones who didn't compete with your growth, the ones who didn't get funny when you changed, the ones who adjusted, evolved, and grew with you. I'm thankful for the people that's like that in my life. The ones who loved the old you and still had grace to meet the new you. Those people are favor. Because everybody can't handle your becoming. Everybody won't clap when God elevates you. But the ones who stayed, those are the ones who stayed rooted in love, rooted in honesty and respect. And those are not accidents. Those are your assignments. And those people were assignments for you. You could have been their assignment. Don't just mourn what you lost, celebrate what remained. Celebrate the friendships that matured, the relationships that deepened, the people who didn't need you to shrink so they can feel comfortable. And if right now your circle is smaller, don't panic. Smaller doesn't mean poorer. Sometimes smaller means safer. Sometimes it means stronger. Sometimes it means God's removed the noise so you can finally hear him. Release what had a season. Bless it, thank it, and let it go. Bless it, thank it, and let it go. But honor the ones who stayed. Cover them in prayer. Appreciate them out loud because loyalty, alignment, and peace are blessings money can't buy. You didn't lose people, you gained clarity. And wherever you are in your season, waiting, planning, growing, or harvesting, trust this time. God knows exactly who needs to walk with you next. They're already waiting for you to pick them up along the path. Thank you for hanging out with me. I've enjoyed you all as we walk through this new season for me. As I walk through this season with a lot of new people I'm meeting in this season, a lot of people that I'm leaving in this season. And I used to feel bad. I'm not saying that it's not hard, but I've mourned some that I had to leave behind. And some go, I'm thankful that I even had or even met you because they've molded or grew me in a way that I didn't even realize they were growing. I've even been told one time that it's certain people that are placed and given to you because you needed them more than you realized. But then right when you grew to that right when you got to that point, you were separated from them. And that person even could be a person, a loved one. We never know who that person can be. I thank you all for hanging out with me. I thank you for the love you shared and the love and all the hearts and all the patience that you've given me. I know this got a little touchy. And as we leave, we have our mantra. Our closing mantra tonight is I honor the seasons that shaped me. I release what was not meant to say. I release what was not meant to stay. I'm grateful for the ones who grew with me. I am blessed by alignment, not attachment. I trust God with who remains and who is released. I walk into my next season covered, clear, and at peace. You're amazing, also, Queen. It's a reflection of you. Thank you, beloved. I appreciate you. So we walked in our next season, what? Clear. We're walking in our next season, clear, covered, and in peace. So remember, as we go through these days, I love you too. Thank you, beloved. As you go through the rest of this week, and if you get somebody coming, they come tussling, because I catch those days. Find the peaceful side of that situation. And remember, and this too shall pass. Because that's a lot of things that have to do with some people too. And this too shall pass. And let that conversation pass away. Or let that person pass away. Or let that little moment in time pass away. So you can get to the next chapter or the next season that's even better. And don't stunt the season because we couldn't control ourselves. Don't stunt your season because you couldn't control your mouth, your actions, or your hands. We be in the grocery store and somebody say something crazy to you, and you ready to just go throw all of it, just set it off. Control yourself, because this season that you're in with that person is about to be over with. You ain't in the store that long. Now, I'm not saying we don't walk away from everything. Some things we're gonna have to handle. But some things you're gonna have to say, you know what, and this too shall pass. Road rage, and this too shall pass. Them children calling you, disturbing you when you don't even bother, and this too shall pass. I thank you all. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. Like, follow, share, and subscribe. If you're on YouTube right now, take the time while you're here with me to stop. Hit the little thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. It's free. Hit the thumbs up button and let YouTube know that you enjoyed your granny. You enjoyed hanging out with her tonight. And if you have not done it yet, subscribe. And if you haven't shared the page, girl, child, share the page. Bring some uncles and some more TTs and let's hang out with some more people and let everybody know it's time for us to heal in this season in our life. This is the healing season for us. I'll see you Tuesday at 8, every Tuesday and Thursday, God willing. We're here at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock p.m. We only ride for 1 hour. I enjoyed you all. It's been a blessing. I'll see you on Tuesday at 8 o'clock. God willing, next Tuesday, 8 p.m. I will see you all. And welcome, welcome, welcome to Granny's house. Have a good one.
Knock, knock, who's there? It's the truth at the door. Don't wipe your feet, just bring your mess to the floor. This ain't no bedtime story, no cookies and milk. It's a straight shot of wisdom, smoother than silk. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as cold, it's just what you need. Pull up your Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as cold, it's just what you need. Oh, pull up your chair, let the stories unfold. It's laughter, it's lessons, it's love made of gold. Got a question, ask it, we're not shy in here. This is a safe space, honey, come face your fear. Got the mic hot, got the bass line deep. Granny's got the groove you wanna keep. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a sip of the tea. It's hot as cold, it's just what you need. Welcome to Granny's house, where the real ones speak out loud. Sit down, take a gets real, Granny's house is the place to heal. Breaking it down, truth hits harder than the